Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us right here on Midday, Kentucky. When I woke up, it was a little bit snowy.
Yeah, it's
And
nice.
I love it.
I know you do.
We love that weather.
My son does too. That
does
was the
he?
first thing he noticed right when he came down the stairs.
Oh, what did he say?
Oh, he was like, Mommy, look, it's snowing outside, blah, blah, blah. And I looked out, there's just a few sprinkles of snow coming down, and it was kind of peppered over
That's
the ground.
sweet.
Yeah, he
But
loves
I had a little crack in my window. I think it was Friday. It was about that big, everyone. And I was told that the insurance of the window people can come and fix it. Well, I forgot to ring them. Now it's this long, and I now have to have the whole windscreen replaced on the front of my car.
Wow.
And I was told it was because when you turn the heating on and off, or when you get in the car,
Yeah.
it goes from hot to cold. It makes the... Not that I know
yeah.
these things, people.
It
I
warps
just get
it.
to-
It warps it a little bit.
Well, it makes it get bigger.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
You
but-
two seem really bubbly today.
Now I know. Well, you lost us with the car talk.
Went into the car. We
I
went.
lose myself. Anyway, let's get straight into the show, everyone. Madonna and her daughter Lourdes Leon spent time together on New Year's Eve, of course, dancing and taking pictures. But one pic is causing a stir. Oh, Lord, take a look at this, everyone. What do you think? Do I need to say any more? What am I looking at?
Madonna doesn't even look like Madonna, first of all, in that picture.
Who
I'm
cares?
just going to say.
She's
But
fabulous.
I know,
But
I
I'm
love her. I
talking
love
about-
her, yes.
This is her daughter Lourdes.
Yeah.
She has underarm hair.
Yes, she does.
I want to ask you,
Yeah.
why does it seem so gross? No, it's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm not grossed out by it. I'm weirded out, I guess, where I'm like, it just looks wrong, but I'm not grossed out by it. Like,
Yeah.
because men have it. I don't know. This made me think of. I wanted
Well,
to tell you.
let me just
when-
say something before you go any further with that. Most civilized men do believe in grooming nowadays. So
I've never known a man to groom his underarm
well, hold on.
hair.
Before Man Friend 1, Man Friend -1, the one that we got rid of, had a back shaver.
I love how you say the one we got rid of.
Well, we had to.
Okay, well, anyway, let me tell you.
So, is this about the underarm hair?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I went to Paris with Man Friend 1, a few months ago,
Yes.
he said we were going to be gone for almost 10 days. And he said, while we're gone, I'm just not even going to bring my razor. I'm just not going to shave. And I said, oh, great, me too. And he's like, what?
See
and
what
I
I
was
mean?
like, well, if you're not going to groom, neither am I. I am so excited for this El Natural trip. Can't wait.
Katie, I think it's...
And then he brought his razor.
brought his
and
razor.
took it
Yep.
out.
So that's the question. Why is it okay for men to have underarm hair but not for women? Is it more that you shave for the aesthetic look for a woman?
Right.
Or do you shave for the man? Because back in the day, you didn't shave for the man.
I shave for the look.
Yeah.
I don't.
And the feel.
Yeah, the feel. Like,
Yeah.
if I miss a day, okay, we're going to keep it real right now. If I miss a day shaving
We
my
know you
underarms,
miss a day or two.
well, you know this, right?
Doug phones me.
He does. He says, Troy, get
Sort
her
this
under
woman
control. But yeah, when I miss a day of shaving, it's just irritating. I can't even
Yeah.
stand it. Like, I can't even imagine having like a whole like underarm full of hair like that. I don't know how men do it. I don't.
Well, either do I, because I groom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There was
Yeah.
there was a time that I used to wax everything, all my legs and my arms, and I can't cope with the pain anymore. But I clipper. I clipper
Yeah.
my arms and legs.
Do you really?
And
Like
my
smooth?
underarm. Oh, no, it's number one.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
a buzz cut, like
Okay.
you would on your hair. And I don't
Yeah.
know many guys, and maybe it's just I have some weird friends, I don't know, that all groom. I don't really know
I
anyone
think
who's
most people
a la
do it for
naturel.
themselves, though. Like most women, I would say, thinking back to even, high school, college, beyond, you're single for long,
Yeah.
long periods of time, and I always shave my legs when I'm in the shower, always shave my underarm, just because you
If
like
you
the feel.
turned up
Even
on-
if there's no one touching your legs,
Yeah.
you just like it for yourself.
I do.
think.
If
don't
you
know.
love the
turned
feel
up
of
on
it.
set with unshaven legs, I'd be horrified. I really would be. Here's some tweets that people have been putting up, everyone. That Crystal Ward says, shave those underarms all red, or like yesterday. The next one is, as long as she uses soap and deodorant, it's all good. Women have been forced to shave by men to fit an image of what they want women to be like. All women have hair there. We're just not used to seeing it.
I don't agree
And I
with
don't
that.
want to see it. And also, that the next one is that's Lord's for throwing up a middle finger to society. Norms are female beauty and sexuality, a rare trait for your generation. You've inherited your mother's genes.
That she has, for sure.
Yeah, but okay.
I just think it's odd, but I don't think it's gross.
Yeah.
I just think that's.
It looks. Can I just bring up the picture, Sam? Can you bring up the picture again? I'm sorry. It just doesn't look right.
That's what I meant. I just
Yeah.
think it's odd, but
Yeah.
I'm not grossed out by it.
But it almost looks masculine. And why do you want to look like that if you're such a pretty little thing? Mm-hmm. I don't get it. Maybe it's just me, people. Here's one more thing I want to talk about. If you had $340,000, you could take a year-long trip. It's called a wellness trip.
Okay.
Now, a company called Healthy Holiday has put together the ultimate luxury around the world wellness trip, which offers health and fitness activities during the trip. You visit 20 countries and experience all of their comforts. Now, we went to, first of all, would you spend that amount of money for a year on a trip?
Well, obviously, no. But if I had, $1
If you
billion,
had the money.
sure.
If you had the money.
Yeah.
Do you really?
I would want to see what countries are going to send it to.
Alrighty,
So.
I'm going to give you some of them.
All right.
Australia. Most people like Australia,
Yes.
or people from Australia.
Would love that.
That's
Okay.
come to be my opinion.
People like
lately.
Australia, people from Australia, I don't know.
But here's the funny thing. We've apparently got 12 apostles in Australia. I didn't even know what that was.
He had never heard of it.
Well, in Utah, that's the Mormon leaders.
Right.
So don't know about our 12 apostles. You go to New Zealand, you go to Maui, you also go to Mexico.
Love it.
You go to Turks and Caicos, Costa Rica, Brazil, Utah, Spain, Portugal, Italy, of course, Spain. You basically are traveling the world. But here's the thing: most of the trips, you go into a wellness spa as well. How many massages can you have a year? Now, have you ever been to Thailand?
I have not.
Have you been to Thailand? Well, you get massages on the beach for $10, okay? After about 3 days, you're done with the
Yeah.
massages. You're done with people touching your feet and your hands. And so I don't understand how you could spend a whole year going around to spa retreats having massages and facials.
I'm telling you, I would sure love to give it a try.
I know, sweetie, I
would.
agree, but I think after a month, you're done.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that may be true, but since they do keep you moving from country to country, that
I'm
part
sure
of
you're
it I
doing
would
other
love.
things
I would
on
love
it because
that.
it's mind and body wellness. So I'm sure there's other things.
Well, I do remember when I had a massage once in, it was like a reflexology in Thailand. I burst into tears. She did some aura thing around me, and I just burst into tears and I couldn't stop crying. I think
Was it an onion?
I don't know what it was.
Luxury.
Top
I
of the
don't know
line.
why I started crying, but it's something to do with, my aura or something. But I think you can be an emotional wreck as well, doing all this wellness stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
By the end of it, you're just as twisted as you were when you went on the trip.
Yeah, but
then
you're
again,
relaxed.
If you've got $300,000 to spend
Right.
on that type of thing, maybe you're not so twisted. Who knows? Katie, we're going to talk about how to break up with someone.
Well, this is breaking up with friends.
I know.
So I saw this blog post online, and it made me think. So I wanted to get your opinion. This
Okay.
woman was talking about a good friend of hers. They were friends through college, and then after school for a few years, they kind of grew apart as they moved to different cities.
Yeah.
And at one point, she realized she hadn't heard from the other friend in a while, and she saw on Instagram that this woman got engaged. So she tried to reach out to her.
Oh.
She was ignored. And then later, she got a letter in the mail. The friend said, "Dear Mimi," I think that was her name, "I'm writing, I hope this finds you well. I'm writing to let you know we are no longer friends. We have grown apart. Have a great life," is basically what it said. She was breaking up with her friend. And then I kind of wondered, when you don't want to be friends with someone anymore, would you ever break up with them? And then I thought, is that maybe the fair thing to do? Then we talk about ghosting in like romantic relationships.
Right.
You start just ignoring someone or don't want to talk to them. And is that sort of emotionally torturous to someone? If you don't want to be friends with someone anymore, should you bring it to an end and let them know you don't want to be friends? Or should you drag that out and leave them wondering? Or I don't know, it was interesting because you don't do that with those types of relationships.
Right.
They don't come to an end.
I would probably tell them that, and then and then let's see if they want to beg to still be my friend after I give them that letter.
Oh,
and
you
see
would?
why they feel worthy to be in my life.
But have you ever had
okay.
a friendship that sort of like fizzled and then you feel like there was
did.
no closure to it? And
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
know. Do you think that you
Yes.
want that sometimes?
You know, oh gosh, I mean,
Be honest.
okay, this is tough because I have had friends in the past. I've had one friend in particular that I'm thinking of that we grew apart and it's hard. And she called and left messages at my house, and we just kind of ghosted her. We just never
Oh, that's a bit tough.
responded. I
No,
know.
I love the idea of the letter.
Yeah, I know.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. I never even thought. I need
Well,
to
write her a
end
letter
this or
now. How
whatever.
long's this been?
It's been a while.
Look right to the
I mean,
camera
it's
and
been
say
like-
it. No.
It's been about
Let's
10
say
years.
who she is.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to say. But, but she was a friend for sure. And but we just grew apart, and it just got to be too much. I felt like she just was too needy for my friendship.
Yeah.
I felt like my energy was getting sucked from her.
Listen,
So-
there are people in your life that you do need
Yeah.
to take a step back from. And there have been people that I have, I guess, not had an explanation on why.
Yeah.
But if you used to ring my salons and I was completely booked out continually, you're over. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I looked after most of my friends as well in my businesses. So if all of a sudden I was unavailable, you sort of got the message.
Yeah, it was just so
Do you know what I
interesting
mean?
because when I first read this, I thought, that's so mean. Why would
Yeah,
you send
yeah.
a letter and say we're not friends? But it's like what you were talking about, and that becomes so tough when you hear from people, you can't give them what they need. And if that was a romantic relationship, you would break up
Yes.
with that person.
Yes.
So you
we
would
would.
tell them.
You would tell them
And
where it's
explain
not
why.
as socially acceptable with friendship to just
Well,
end it and
Yeah.
tell them. You
Yeah.
drag it out.
Well, I'm about to put a post on my private Facebook page, and I do it every January. If I haven't spoken to you in that year, you're off my page. What's the point of sticking around? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, God.
Have you ever had to do that, Katie? I mean, have you ever had a
she's
friend?
going to do it in a minute.
No, but I think that I will.
Yeah?
Okay,
not a
now
bad
of
idea.
course we're talking about hair now and breaking
okay.
up and all that sort of stuff. Good advice, Katie. Good advice.
We're over.
We're talking all about hairdos for 2018.
Yes, yes. Now that it's 2018, we are sure to see the fashion trends come and go. But let's take a look at some hairstyles that we could see become popular in 2018. So here we
Okay.
go. The first one is the short and cropped. What do you guys think about this?
I don't know. Looks like
I'm
she's
not a
got
big.
an updo.
I think it looks cute on her. This would never work on me.
I wonder what you'd look like with short hair.
It's not pretty. I've
I've
had
got
it
an
before.
app for that.
Huh?
You can put short hair on in an app.
Okay, what's the next one?
Okay, and then the next one is the high and tight ponytail. And I love this, but the bang area for me is always a problem. Like, it's too flat to my head. I can't get the little poof. See her little poof on
Yeah,
top
that's
of her
just
head?
backcombing, doll.
Oh, I can't get it to look right, though. I
Yeah.
look like I backcomb my hair, and it just
I
looks
got you.
awful.
I love a high pony for any occasion.
Okay, now this one I really like. It's called the midi cuts. I think this
Yeah.
is great. The problem is at my age, my hair's gotten frizzier as I've gotten older. So do we have the pic? This is what I really look like. This is what I
Oh,
think I
Lord.
look like, but then this is what it ends up really looking like. Do we have that?
Oh, they're fiddling with the buttons out there. They're going to
But yeah, I think it's a really cute. I think it's a really cute style. I really do.
Yeah, I think it.
And
oh,
yeah, that's me.
oh, we
my
know
mini
that's
cut.
what you look like, doll. Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's what it ends up looking like because the hair gets so frizzy, and I can't seem to keep the top frizz out of control. But
Well, it
I
seems
literally
like
thought you were going to
everything-
show us a picture of when you got out of bed.
Yeah, I
oh
thought so
Lord,
too.
no.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't torture our
What's the
audience
next
with that.
one?
Okay, and then the next one is the long
I am
locks.
so hot for Kim
I
Kardashian.
love this. I
With
love
this
this style.
silver hair. Now, last year she was yellow from the blonde. Not a good look when she went
Yeah.
to Paris. Tacky, tacky, tacky. But this silver is so hot. The metallic look for women's hair is so in.
It is, it
I
is.
love it.
Well, it
And I-
sounds like everything is in for 2018. Long, short, medium, and ponytail.
No,
I
they're
love
talking
it.
about the styles.
I
of
like it.
Go
Yeah.
on.
Okay, and then the next one are headbands. Headbands
Oh.
are making a big comeback
Oh.
from grade school. Now, what do you guys
Danny,
think about
no
this?
one should wear a headband unless you're Crystal Carrington from Dynasty.
Crystal Carrington. Okay.
I don't know who that is.
All right.
You
Yes,
haven't
I know
watched
who you. I know. who
Duck
you're talking about.
Dynasty?
No, Dynasty, the TV show. Crystal Carrington. She's the most
love it.
fabulous woman on TV. Oh.
Okay.
Everyone
I'm more
at
of a
home
Duck
understands
Dynasty
what I'm
girl.
talking about. Hey everyone, that's
love it.
interesting. You girls have brought some interesting topics today.
Thank
Here's
you.
one.
Thank you,
We
Troy.
appreciate you. Hey, after the break, you can learn how you can meet Racehorse California Chrome with our friends from Tailor Made Farms. We'll be back after this short break, everyone. You're watching Midday Kentucky.